Hello and welcome back to the Drake and Josh podcast. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Trevor.
And today we watched Josh Runs Into Oprah, the first episode of the final season of Drake and Josh.
Season 4.
Yep.
Josh is taller and thinner.
Yeah, he's at peak physical condition.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, you don't know.
And Drake still looks like Drake.
No, Drake got thinner, I think. I think he got thinner too.
Did he?
He's bony.
He's always been bony.
Yeah. I feel like those wrists are like hella skinny.
It's from the music.
And he's
I don't know if that's how that works.
he's rocking a bunch of what are they called? Like blazers in this episode.
Blazers and boots.
A bunch of different blazers. Yeah, he's still got his bell bottoms. Well, they're boot cuts, but
Boot cut jeans with boots, which is like crazy. I never noticed that.
yeah. So this episode was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
Thoughts on the episode?
It was by far not the worst episode.
Yeah, but I to be fair, I did always remember this episode as like a little bit weak. For this season especially. I know the next episode is going to be really funny because it's the Tiberius episode. It's classic.
Yeah. Because that's a little doggy, right? That like attacks them.
It's a big dog.
Was it a big dog?
Yeah. But this episode, since it's the start of the new season, we had a new intro, yeah.
Which had, as you pointed out, like almost exclusively season 4
Wasn't
footage.
it all exclusively season 4? I thought there was nothing from season 3 or 2 or 1.
There might have been. I don't really remember. I know there was a lot, if not all.
Yeah, it was essentially all season 4 footage, which is a little bit strange. I mean, I kind of get why they did it, but at the same time, it's just showing us a bunch of shit we haven't seen yet, so we can't really connect.
Yeah, exactly. Like all the other stuff was like, hey, I remember that.
All the other stuff like is heartwarming. You're like, oh, classic.
It's so cute. Yeah.
But it was, it was still funny. It was still a dope intro.
Yeah.
The song is classic.
The song doesn't change, which is good.
Can you imagine they changed the song?
Dude, I am watching other stuff, but like a lot of animes will change their opening and closing songs.
Really?
Season to season, yeah. And sometimes it's awesome because they're like, wow, this is so much better. Or other times, it's like, what the fuck did you just do?
Oh, that's sad.
This was amazing. And now what is this? What is this weird techno metal stuff you have going on all of a sudden?
Yeah, I feel like I usually don't like when openings change. I kind of like them staying the same, at least music-wise. I don't really care that much if the visuals change.
Yeah.
But, like, I like the music because sometimes, if it's music that I really like, or if it's an opening that I really like, I usually like to, like, hum along with it, if it's a show that I enjoy a lot. Like Game of Thrones, I used to fucking belt out to it. Yeah. Okay, that is way too loud, bud.
I was trying to go away from the mic.
No, man, you were shouting. Or like Seinfeld, where it's like so.
Is that better?
I mean, I don't know if it was better for the audience. I think everybody's probably tuned out by now.
God, I hope not.
So just to let you guys know why Trevor did that, he's about 10 beers deep.
I'm having fun. I'm having a good evening.
No, it's been a good time. We've been watching a lot of Drake and Josh, a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah, some classic stuff, some new stuff.
Yeah, earlier actually, me and Abby showed Trevor the Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper singing their song from, what's it called?
I couldn't tell you.
I forget what it's called.
He's gonna be so mad.
What the hell is it called?
He's gonna be so mad.
A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
Their song from A Star Is Born. At the Oscars.
But you haven't seen it yet, so.
I have seen it.
You did see it. This is the other movie you hadn't seen.
I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's the one.
I don't really want to watch it.
I mean, I haven't.
But
seen
I'll
it
watch
yet
it eventually, just because I need to finish up seeing all the movies that were nominated.
Yeah.
Because I've seen all the other ones so far. But yeah, we showed him their performance at the Oscars, and he just did not give a fuck.
I did. It was good. It's just like you guys were like getting goosebumps, and
It's
I'm just
so
like, that was cool.
It's so amazing.
Like there was a lot of emotion.
How can you not watch it and be like, fuck,
I don't know.
They were sitting on opposite sides of his fiance, and then they held hands over her and walked up stage.
If I hadn't,
she looked gorgeous.
If I didn't know he had the fiance,
he had a dope suit.
I think I might have liked it more. But the fact that his fiance was there the whole time, I was like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what makes it great, though, too, man. Because you could see where, he can't take it anymore, and he's got to sit next to her because that's love, man.
Like that's definitely part of the thing.
Well, that's what I was saying with Abby, that the world just watched him cheat in front of his fiance.
But that was scripted.
Well, it's for sure scripted, Trevor, but I'm not going to ever think about that. You have to think about it as if it's real.
I have to have some time to get into a moment like that, in a movie where it's like, I know this is scripted, but the emotion's still great.
You should watch it. It's a good movie.
It's on the list. The list is very long.
He's like a country rock singer. That's your music.
He's not I never think of him as a singer though. He's just an actor.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean like Bradley Cooper himself? Yeah, he's not really a singer.
Oh.
I mean, does a good job in the movie.
He plays.
The character in the play that he plays is a singer.
Yeah.
That's what he is in the movie.
No, I get it now. I was not sure what you were talking about at first, but now I get it. Yeah, it's on the list. I'll watch it maybe eventually.
I got it from Redbox. I don't regret it at all.
If it pops up on Netflix, watch it already be on Netflix, and I just haven't.
I don't think it is. Maybe it is though. I don't check Netflix their new releases as often as I check HBO's new releases.
I need to get rid of my HBO.
What do you have? Oh, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you could let us know in the comments. Shout down in the comments about that shit.
Jacob, what did you think?
I thought it was good. I'm sick of people complaining. I don't want to talk about it, man.
I thought it was okay. A little disappointing at parts, but the overall thing.
I don't want to spoil it also for the people that haven't seen it.
Was not enough.
People aren't going to know, Trevor.
Hold on.
Don't spoil it.
The overall thing was not bad enough to ruin the rest of the show for me.
Of course not.
And that's the end of our Game of Thrones segment.
No, the show is still my favorite show of all time.
And now we're
all time.
Are we done with the Game of Thrones segment now?
Yeah, what's your top 5 shows, Trev?
Top 5 shows?
Yeah.
God, I need time for that.
He's gonna need a little bit of time.
A lot of them are gonna be anime.
I'm gonna give some of mine rough and fast. All right.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, Seinfeld.
Yep.
Avatar.
Yep.
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Let me think.
Are these in order or are these?
No, these are random. That's why I said rough and fast.
Okay. A lot of mine I think are actually going to be the same.
That 70s show, maybe.
Really?
Love that 70s show.
I do too, but it's not in my favorites. Okay.
That was rough and fast.
Was that 5?
Yeah, that's probably not that's not like a clean 5.
Okay, I'll go. Not in any order. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely not clean either.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is great. My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Overlord, even though the end of the most recent season was kind of disappointing. Wow, I'm really having a hard time.
It's hard. No, it's hard. Yeah.
Seinfeld's great, but I feel like putting it on there is almost a cop out of
oh, I forgot The Office.
Seinfeld's my favorite show. It's it's I like it a lot. I guess it's not one of my favorites. It's up there, kind of same with that 70s show. I really love it, but I couldn't put it in my list of top shows.
I mean, I also forgot The Office, which I probably like more than that 70s show.
Does Love, Death... Nah, it's still not one of my favorites.
Parks and Rec is really good too.
Jeez. Man, are all of mine anime except for Game of Thrones?
That's fine.
Gosh, not Sword Art Online. That was...
Drake and Josh?
No. I love Drake and Josh, but I could never, with a clear conscience, rate
everybody that's listening right now is pissed.
Everyone is super pissed because it's our whole show is Drake and Josh, and it's not one of my favorites. What?
Don't get me wrong, I like the show. All
right? I fucking love the show. It's in the same category as that 70s show and Seinfeld and Friends.
Damn.
That's
high praise, dude.
They're all shows that I would not care if it's just thrown on in the background and can just kind of oh, that was funny. Just every now and then when I look, something funny happens. I'm like, that was funny. Mm-hmm. Kind of like The Office, but I haven't really watched The Office yet.
Really?
It was on when I was in California. Jesse had it on a couple of times.
No, you got to watch it all the way through.
And I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is funnier than I thought, because I tried to start it, and I just was like...
You got to watch it all the way through.
Season 1, man,
you have
rough.
to power through, dude.
So that's the thing that got me, stopped me from keep going, though.
You have to power through Steve Carell's horrible...
racist.
Awkward as fuck performance because it's perfect.
But I loved it in the later seasons when I watched it, but God.
Yeah, well, don't get too late in the seasons, all right?
Some of the Pam and Jim were married.
The last 2 seasons are garbage.
And they had a kid. One of their kids. I know they have multiple. But...
Yeah, the last 2 seasons are not great. When
with
they bring
Will
on,
Ferrell?
No, he's only in 1 episode or 2 episodes.
Oh, I thought he replaced Steve Carell.
No. He's in like... Well, he's supposed to.
And then no one liked him?
No, it wasn't written into the show that way. It's somebody else comes.
Okay.
Yeah, when they bring in Robert California, that guy was a fuck that dude. It sucks.
Okay.
It's the worst.
Did I finish my favorite shows?
You didn't. I think you named like 3.
Oh, so I got 2 more. Keep going.
What were they? Game of Thrones, My Hero Academia, and what was the other?
Overlord? One Punch Man, actually.
One Punch Man.
Another
anime.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what was that show? Oh, I can't think of its name, but I can see it in my brain.
Star Wars Clone Wars?
No. It was a great show, though. Avatar. Duh.
I already said Avatar.
I know you did, but you also said Game of Thrones.
I did.
Avatar is number 1, actually.
Avatar's number 1.
I will rank Avatar as my number 1 favorite show of all time.
Damn, that's amazing. I respect that 100%.
Yeah. And then the rest of them can, depending on the day, even some of them can get booted out, and other ones get booted in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Some are going to get booted out.
But
like
Avatar is firm at number 1.
Mine is Game of Thrones firm at number 1.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair, but interesting.
No, I mean, Breaking Bad could probably get kicked. I've only seen it once all the way through, so.
Never finished it.
I got to rewatch it still. I tried to rewatch it, and it was just kind of like... It's just so much. It's so much like...
So much
It's
drama.
fantastic, but it's so
much of it.
It's a lot.
It's just like his wife. I'm just like, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, I mean, I get it. You're suspicious. But also, like, come on.
Dude, he's making crystal meth.
She doesn't know that, though.
I know. I'm just saying.
She's just being overly paranoid for no reason.
Did you see the, I forget his name, the guy who plays Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad? He's in the new season of Westworld.
Really?
I just saw the trailer for Westworld 3, season
When's it
3.
come out?
I don't know. Soon, I assume. I just saw the trailer for it because it was when I finished watching the Game of Thrones documentary. I don't know if you've watched that. You should watch it before you cancel your HBO.
Okay. There's a couple of things I want to watch on HBO before I cancel it. Like Westworld.
Yeah, so Westworld, I didn't watch season 2. I watched season 1.
I don't think I even finished season 1.
I didn't really like it just because I was like, I just didn't see the fucking point of it. And then season 2 rolled around, didn't watch it. Season 3 now, it was like just like a futuristic city, and it was and the main person they showed was the guy who played Jesse Pinkman. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, none of this is correlating back to what I saw before.
I guess a lot happens in season 2.
I guess a lot happened.
Or it's a weird jump that they're making.
I mean, it does take place in the future, so I guess it's just out of the Westworld park.
Could be.
But like, who's this guy? He wasn't in season 1.
They're doing a Watchmen show coming up.
I did see that.
Looks I'm not sure. Because the cult around Rorschach is kind of like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen
the original
Watchmen.
You should. Hey.
I did.
Now.
Oh.
Hey.
I did almost watch it.
Okay.
I almost watched it.
It's all right.
See, that's what I've heard, and that puts me off, but it looks so cool.
It is. No, it's definitely worth watching.
And it's like a gritty superhero movie.
Like,
it's long as
fuck,
of
all the superhero movies you could see, included like gritty or not, it's like, okay, yeah, that was cool.
It's like long as fuck,
I did not hate that I watched that. It was not a waste of time.
But you're not happy you watched it.
Some parts of it are just like, that wasn't really necessary.
What do you mean?
Like some parts of the plot, like they basically, what I really appreciate about the movie is that they took, basically their storyboard for the movie was the comic book.
Okay.
They it's like page by page. It's almost exact in a lot of places. And so they take almost all the stories exactly how they are.
Yeah.
And over the course of one movie, some of the plot lines are just like, what? Like, I get why it was necessary, but at the same time, it still feels unnecessary. Or like scenes where it's like, we kind of needed that information, but like at the same time, I feel like it could have been dropped on the editing floor.
But they wanted to keep it true.
Exactly. So it's like, that's where I'm kind of torn on it, is where it's like, it feels too long, but they are staying so true to your source material.
Yeah.
So it's like, And I'm sure stuff did get cut. I don't know exactly.
I'm sure it did.
I'm not the biggest Watchmen fan.
No?
Nah, they're cool, but they're also kind of like, nah.
I don't know really anything about him. I know
think
that
one of them has actual superpowers.
What, the blue guy?
Yeah.
What about the guy with the crazy psycho face?
As far as I can tell, he's just a dude.
How does he do his face like that?
Some sort of mask.
What about the guy who's dressed like a superhero?
Batman, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Gadgets.
And there's a girl, right?
Also Batman.
Oh, okay.
But less gadgets.
Less gadgets than the other guy.
Yeah. I think they show in the flashbacks, like, the original Watchmen group. Because, like, the movie is about Watchmen, but, like, some of them are, like, sons or daughters or the Robin 2 Batman kind of characters where they've taken up the mantle of their...
Is that what Robin's supposed to do?
He does, technically. And then but Robin also becomes Red Hood, and Robin also becomes Nightwing. Depending on which Robin you're talking about.
Which Robin am I talking about?
There's 3 or 4 different Robins.
I'm thinking about the Robin from the original 1960s TV show Batman.
That one would be...
With Adam West.
That would be... I think that one's a Dick Grayson. But I don't know if I don't think he ever becomes Batman in the Adam West continuity.
I like that you took me seriously. After bringing up that fucking Batman.
Adam West is a legend, man.
I've only seen the movie.
That Batman is goofy as fuck, but he's still Batman. He's a great Batman.
Well, I've seen the Adam West movie with the shark attacking the
Shark
ladder.
Spray.
Yeah. That movie is, it's a movie. It exists. Is it a thing that exists?
It is.
But I cannot really say anything good about it.
Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, it's campy, you know.
Yeah, but that's what makes
colorful.
All of it's campy.
It's fine.
The original Batmobile, though, that Batmobile is cool as fuck.
That is cool.
It's
the
retro
movie
cool, but
itself,
it's cool
though,
never saw
is boring as fuck.
I've seen clips from the original TV show.
It is just not that entertaining, and you'd think it would be.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
And also, I don't think in any of the movies we've seen any of the Robins become anything else.
No.
I don't think any of the Robins have become Nightwing.
You see Joseph Gordon-Levitt become Robin in the last Dark Knight.
Yeah, so...
Kind of.
You never get to see...
Not even really.
A Robin progression to either Batman...
Maybe that'll be the next one.
Red Hood is the evil one.
Maybe I want that.
He, somehow becomes evil. I don't remember how, because I don't really read the comic books. This is just stuff I've learned.
So you're saying you're a pretender?
A little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not any sort of expert. I don't claim to be, but I do claim to know more than you.
So if you guys come to the Dragon Josh podcast for your information on comic books, maybe don't come to Trevor. So where did we leave off? Because we have been on a very large tangent. Well, drop that.
We didn't even get through the
intro. No, we didn't, because I haven't talked about the continuity error. So
wow, we are almost 20 minutes in.
I really do apologize, guys. So there is a continuity error, big one.
Yes.
Not really. I want to say big.
I don't think it's big. Well,
so the cold open that they do, classic, with Drake and Josh talking to the camera.
We're still in the cold
open. So Drake is making a PB&J sandwich while Josh is saying some dumb shit I wasn't paying attention to. And then Drake
talking about Josh having bad luck, and Josh thinks Drake is the cause of all of his bad luck.
So Drake is putting peanut butter on bread, and then he starts putting jelly from a squeezable Welch's bottle with no labels on it onto the bread.
Yes.
And then it cuts back to Josh, and then it cuts back to Drake, and there's no jelly on the bread. And then it cuts back to Josh, and then it cuts back to Drake again, and there's jelly on it. So you can't say that it's out of order. It doesn't make any sense for it to be out of order.
The only reason I will say it's out of order is because
the
shot of him putting the jelly on the bread is in a miniature window during one of Josh's segments.
It doesn't make any sense for it to be out of order, bitch.
It doesn't. You're not wrong, but I'm not going to call it a full continuity error.
I'm calling it a continuity error. I'm calling it a continuity error that they shouldn't have done. They did it on purpose. They added the shot.
Because they needed filler.
They should have had some other filler, man. I'm pissed. Continuity error.
That's good filler. Jelly going onto bread, that's amazing filler.
Continuity error.
So we get through that. We get to Craig and Eric.
Fuck those guys.
Walk into Drake and Josh's room.
Yeah.
Quietly in the morning.
And
Josh
Eric
is asleep.
Had his belt looped downwards a la medieval times.
Yes.
So I don't know why he did that.
Because
he had it through the loop, buckled, but then over the top of the belt and pulled downwards, so it shoots down your leg instead of going through the other loops. It was too
long, I guess. So going through the other loops, it would have just flopped down anyways.
It's a
bizarre
choice.
It's bizarre as fuck.
I mean, they are thin guys.
That's my only defense.
Have you had to do that? You're a thin guy.
I've had to give this belt right here. I had to give it an extra hole because when I don't have my holster on,
you could have just gotten like a smaller belt.
But the next size down would have been actually right, but they didn't have it, so I just got this size. So I did give myself an extra hole to make it smaller, because when I don't have the holster on, the belt's too big. So
I don't wear belts anymore.
I used to hate belts.
I used to wear them.
In middle school, I hated belts because I was forced to wear one every day for my uniform.
Yeah.
So for a long time, like pretty much all through high school, didn't wear a belt. Actually halfway through high school, I think I started wearing a belt. But like every time I was home, not from school, like elementary, middle school, fuck that belt. I'm not wearing a belt.
Yeah, I wore belts in high school.
Belts are for corporate slaves.
I work in a corporate company. I don't wear a belt.
I'm being.
So.
Thanks for.
I wear this t-shirt to work all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you wear pants?
Yeah, I wear my gray pants.
Okay.
Or my khakis.
Really chill place you wear.
Yeah. You could wear that, what you're wearing right now. That'd be fine.
Oh, come on.
What?
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, t-shirt and jeans. Yeah, you'd be fine.
Fuck, I should work there.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
No, I
know. Yeah, so after that, it is Josh's birthday. That's why Craig and Eric are there trying to wake him up
for whatever reason. Singing the knockoff happy birthday song. For it's his jolly good birthday, for it's his jolly good birthday.
Didn't the copyright end for the birthday song?
Yeah, it did, but like not before this.
When did it end?
A couple of years ago, I think.
Who owned that copyright?
Some sisters in Maine or something like that.
Fuck those people, dude. Why would you copyright?
I'm probably wrong about
Why would you copyright?
I think it was sisters. I'm probably wrong about the Maine
Sisters
thing.
in Maine. Can you look that up, guys? If it's not, call Trevor out in the comments.
Or at me on Twitter.
At Trevor on Twitter. What are you at? At tstorch420?
Definitely not 420. It might be tstorch0 though.
You don't. Just a heads up, guys. If he doesn't reply, that's because he does not use Twitter.
It's true.
Ever.
Oh, it might be just. Oh, it's at Trevor Storch.
At Trevor Storch. He's on brand.
Yeah.
So you can
got
find
my LinkedIn on there.
Oh, great.
And my 4 tweets that I've ever done.
What did you tweet?
I retweeted a thing from Endgame.
Nice.
I retweeted.
It was fine.
A thing that Trevor tweeted about.
Nice.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and then I tweeted a thing in college about the god Google.
What?
With his for students with his demigods done children, thesaurus.
What on earth are you talking about, Trevor?
This fucking dumb thing about finals.
What the fuck?
It was funny, and then I tweeted something at a VR team.
Did they reply?
No, it was in 2016, so I was probably just trying to win something.
But anyway.
Hey, you asked.
What the fuck were we talking about?
So Craig and Eric come in, wake Josh up singing, then they leave to go to the botanical gardens together.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then Drake walks in. He's like, what are you guys doing in our house? And they're like, oh, Megan let us in. And then he slams the door on them.
Yeah, conveniently missing the birthday song.
Yes. And the announcement that they were here for his birthday.
Yes.
And Drake proceeds to completely forget about Josh's birthday.
Yeah. And Josh is super excited. He thinks that Drake is going to say something.
And then he doesn't and leaves. And he gets all sad.
Because Drake is like, oh, it's a super great day. What the fuck did he say? It's a super exciting day.
It's a pretty good day. He was going to.
He says something like it's a great day or something like
get
that.
Oh yeah, it's a very exciting day because at the music store, if you buy something, you get a free set of bongos.
Yeah, so he gets a free set of bongos, and then he proceeds to throw a surprise party, which Josh.
Well, we skipped over the Megan cake thing.
Oh right.
Josh goes downstairs and is like sad. Drake forgot his birthday.
Yeah.
And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And Megan's like, happy birthday, Josh. She's like, oh, you remembered. She's like, duh.
Yeah, she's like, of course, it's your freaking birthday. You're my stepbrother, dude.
Yeah, duh. Of course I remember.
Yeah. You're Walter's son.
Yeah. She's like, well, hey. He's like all depressed. And she's like, why are you sad? And she's like, well, Drake forgot my birthday. She's like, duh. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's dumb.
And it's like, fair.
But also, some people just aren't good with birthdays.
Me. I'm really bad.
Yours is the 6th, right? Coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I gotta get you something.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, I definitely gotta get you something.
Forgot to get Abby something.
Abby's not gonna get you anything.
I hope she doesn't, just because like
Abby's gonna be pissed.
I love her to death.
She is pissed.
But I feel bad that I forgot.
Guys, get this.
No.
Trevor.
We're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. I feel bad. I don't want people to know.
But anyway. Trevor's never given Abby a gift, all right? That's the short of it.
And I like I feel so bad.
He's given me a bunch of gifts, but
I feel like I had to have gotten her something.
I don't know. She would probably remember.
She definitely would.
She did call you out on the phone.
She did, and I feel really bad about that because like I really feel like I have, but she's probably right because my memory is awful.
Yeah.
So Abby, I'm sorry.
It's all right. If you guys were wondering, Abby's our producer.
They know who Abby is.
You never know, dude. She's been on a couple episodes. Some of the most heavily downvoted episodes.
That's y'all's fault as listeners. You guys should respect Abby more because she's the best. Yeah, and she's hilarious.
How dare you guys? She finally got us on iTunes. God damn it.
She's the only reason we're on iTunes.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I was content with being only on YouTube.
I looked it up a couple of times and was like, the only way to do it is to pay, and I did not feel comfortable asking you guys about paying.
Oh.
So when she was like, we're paying, I'm like, cool, I'm down.
I never really cared, but
I just didn't feel comfortable asking.
Yeah, no, you can ask us anything, Trevor.
That's true. Money's always a weird thing.
I feel you. But anyway. So, yeah, Megan is saying happy birthday to Josh, and she's like, I made you this sweet ass fucking cake. She's like, Ma gave me the recipe.
Yeah, maybe it'll cheer you up after the Drake forgetting your birthday thing.
Yeah, and he's like, fucking doubt it, but you know what? I love candles, so he blows out.
So nice of you.
So
he asks if it's poisoned or gonna make him poop a bunch, like laxatives.
Some extreme laxative.
Yeah. She's like, I wouldn't do anything that would make you sick on your birthday.
She would.
But she didn't. Because he blew the candles out and it fucking blew up.
Yeah, it exploded. In his face.
And a lot of it got in his mouth, which he decided to spit out as opposed to just, I don't know, eat it.
Well, I don't know if I'd want
cake.
Yeah, but what did she use to make it explode?
Something just in the middle. It's fine. I would have eaten it.
She could have put like an airbag in the middle of it.
Yeah. You know what?
Can you imagine that? It explodes in his face.
Oh, if she took the bag off of it, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an airbag.
We got to start doing more pranks with airbags. What if we
They don't actually do that much.
What if we put an airbag like under the seat and we pranked Abby with it?
That'd be hilarious.
She would be pissed.
It wouldn't really do that much though.
You know? You don't think so?
Like, are you thinking about like Neighbors?
Oh yeah.
Neighbors 2, where he puts it under his seat.
Isn't that the first one?
Is that in the first one?
Yeah, I think it's the first one.
I didn't watch the first one.
Yeah, he goes through the ceiling.
He goes through the ceiling in his office.
Yeah, they do it a couple times in Neighbors 1 because it's like a sequence. Like it happens to Seth and that happens to the other guy.
They used it in Neighbors 2 as well, trying to get out of the garage.
Yeah. Oh, the first Neighbors movie is great.
But
big fan.
This channel that I watch, Life OD on YouTube. they did a thing with like a bunch of airbags because they do.
Is that like MythBusters?
They do stupid car stuff. Like they were like, can you replace your engine oil with Flex Seal? It's like no. Or can you run a car on vodka?
Could you?
You can run it if there's gas in there. Like if you have a mixture of gas and vodka, it'll run.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And apparently it ran half decent.
Can you do all vodka?
No, it was not enough spark.
Vodka.
No, not enough spark there to keep it going.
See, I don't know how any of that stuff works. What is this spark needed for, you know?
To ignite the gasoline?
I don't understand.
So,
I don't want to know, dude.
Okay.
I don't need to know how cars work. That's what mechanics are for, all right?
What the fuck?
That is what they're for.
You should know the basics of how your car operates.
Why?
It's just good to know.
What am I going to use that knowledge for, though?
I don't know. Make yourself sound more intelligent. That's what I use most of my knowledge for, is to make myself sound more intelligent because I sound dumb most of the time.
You know what? If people think I'm dumb, they think I'm dumb. Fuck it.
People think I'm dumb and I know a bunch of stuff. So, like, what do you want me to do?
There you go. He does know a lot about anime, guys.
I know a lot. Fuck you. That's true, but fuck you.
And didn't you guys hear that anecdote about pine trees earlier?
What about the pine trees? There wasn't even an anecdote. It was just information that may or may not have been wrong.
Jesus, look at me taking off my socks.
Yeah, it was weird.
I had to get them off, dude.
You're just staring at me the whole time you're taking socks off.
Yeah, because you were staring at my feet.
I wasn't staring at your feet. I was staring at you.
But anyway. What happens in this episode? What happens in this episode?
Okay, so let's power through a little bit more.
Yeah, because we talked for 30 minutes and we probably talked about
face covered in cake. He goes upstairs. Drake's up there with his bongos. They break. And then Drake's like talking to Trevor on the phone.
Yeah, they break when he just like hears a noise downstairs.
So, scares him and breaks him.
I guess he hit it too hard.
That was later though, I guess.
Yeah, much later, because you forgot to mention the surprise party when they go.
That's what I was trying to get to when he's talking to Trevor.
Yeah.
He is like, hey, get to the premiere around this time.
Yeah.
For the surprise or whatever. And Josh overhears and is like, ooh, my surprise party.
This is pre-broken bongos.
Yes. So he walks in and is like, hey, what's up? And he's like, oh, yeah, hey, what's up? So are you doing anything tonight?
What?
Looking at, come on.
Oh,
you acted out a little bit anyway.
I'm sorry. I was just listening to the story.
He's like, no, not really. It's like, all right, well, come to the premiere around this time.
Yeah. And
Josh is like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll go. And then Drake leaves and Josh gets all excited and plays on his bongos. Like, he remembered my birthday and all this stuff. And I can't wait to go. I'm so excited and all that stuff.
So Josh shows up to the premiere, super excited.
And it's like, hey, like super
he's like saying what's up to everybody. And he talks about the guy's haircut. He's like, oh, you got a haircut. Liked it better before.
But whatever, you and
fucking got him.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck, dude? And even Drake's like, what are you doing? And then Drake's girlfriend of like, what, 5 days?
Yeah, 5 days ago. That's when he met her 5 days ago.
Yeah, she shows up and it's her surprise party.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. It's really dumb. Like, Drake, come on. I get if you forget, but even if it wasn't her, like, even if it wasn't Josh's birthday, that's still weird.
Yeah.
5 days in and you throw her a surprise party.
She loved it.
She did. And I doubt they're still together.
No, for sure not.
It's the end of the episode.
For sure not.
They're definitely not together.
Yeah, Drake is wearing a sweet blazer there. Again, mention the blazer.
Is he?
Yeah, and at the party.
Is that in your notes?
At the party? No, I don't need the note. I got it up here.
What is in your notes even?
My next note is nostropecia.
Yeah, so Helen starts talking to... So Helen comes over during the surprise party after Josh storms out and is like, you know what? Forget it.
Yeah.
And Drake's like, why is he mad? Because Drake's an idiot.
Yeah.
And Helen comes up and is like, hey, where'd Josh go? I want to give him his birthday present. And he's like, no, it's her birthday. And she's like,
no, I got it on the clipboard.
The clipboard doesn't lie.
Yeah, she got him a pair of nose trimmers. But then she says that she doesn't need any because she has nostropecia.
So her nose is completely hairless.
This is when she's just talking to the 5-day girlfriend.
That's incredibly awful for your nose to be completely hairless.
Yeah, there would be nothing stopping anything just flying up there, right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, the hairs and mucus help filter out dust particles.
So then after that, they're back at the house, and Drake is trying to apologize to Josh. But then Drake is like, but check out these. I got you tickets. And he's like,
Oprah.
Oh, shit, Oprah.
Josh is freaking losing his mind.
Yeah, I mean,
then he also gets backstage passes.
Yeah, so they're going to the Oprah show.
And they're super hype. And Megan comes in and is like, oh, she's got the little pet dog thing.
Oh, right, the whole thing. What the fuck was the dog's name?
I wouldn't even count that as a B plot line. That's like
C
plot line.
That's a D plot. That's an F plot line.
That's an F plot line.
What the fuck is the dog's name?
Her friends, fucking, who cares?
We're never gonna be able to find it. It's not gonna say it anywhere, Trev.
Plot synopsis. No,
that didn't work.
Did you know Drake kisses Josh on the cheek in the fucking shit. Drake kisses Josh on the cheek in the first Nickelodeon episode to show two men kissing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
But they kiss on the lips in this one.
Yeah, they do.
Right when Drake gives him the kisses.
Yeah.
The tickets.
When he gives him the kisses.
Wow, I'm starting to lose it, dude.
So anyway, let's just move past the little toy dog.
Sorry,
it's essentially like a Tamagotchi.
It's a Tamagotchi. It's a knockoff Tamagotchi, and she's like, I gotta watch it for my
Toby.
I gotta watch it for my friend while she's at like oboe camp or something.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's the F plot line of the show.
It's bad.
So they go to the Oprah Winfrey show, and it's a car shot. They're driving.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, and Drake is like, why don't you park over there? And Josh is like, nah, man, I don't want to get too sweaty when I meet Oprah.
Too far. Let's find a closer spot.
Yeah,
it's the Oprah Winfrey show. You're not gonna find a closer spot in a lot filled with entirely soccer moms.
Yeah, so they start fighting at the wheel. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Somehow that makes Josh move his foot
to the accelerator,
and he accelerates.
Hits Oprah.
Fucking runs her ass over.
Which terrible security, by the way, that she has.
Yeah, and she's just like twitching on the ground.
Yeah.
But they said it's just going to be a couple cuts and bruises.
The paramedic jokes with Josh and is like, nah, she's not going to be okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just kidding. She'll be fine. Which they don't do that.
Meanwhile, Drake is like flirting with this other paramedic lady who should be
way
ashamed.
older than him.
Should be ashamed of herself.
He is not of legal age.
She should be ashamed.
Like, he's not 18 at this point.
No, of course not.
They're not. Are they in their senior year of high school?
It's impossible to say.
If they're in their senior year, then he could possibly be of age.
He's not 18 yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got held back.
He's like 22.
He's actually way older than Josh.
Yeah, so then they're like, Drake is like, it's okay. Look, she's going to Mercy Hospital. We could just go meet her there and apologize.
And he's like, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So they try to go to the hospital. It was a terrible idea. Bad idea. So they go to Mercy Hospital, which I think Drake is not allowed to be within 500 yards of.
Yeah, considering he impersonated a doctor there.
Yeah, and then jumped out the window.
He should be dead.
Well,
or in jail.
He definitely should be in jail because you can't impersonate a doctor, which he apparently has not learned his lesson because he keeps not really impersonating this time, but like faking
illnesses. So the security guards would not let them in to see into Oprah's room. They kept tasing them.
Yeah.
Or stun gunning, I guess.
Stun gun, yeah. They keep saying stun me. So first Drake gets stunned like twice, and then Josh goes over there and is trying to help out and gets stunned by the opposite bodyguard. And then eventually
Drake gets stunned again. Josh gets stunned again.
They keep doing this gag where they're falling on the floor and shit like that. And it was pretty funny. It
was all right.
And then they walk away because they're like
that
saying,
sucks.
yeah, we'll go or whatever. I forget what they say.
So like, well, how do we get in now? It's like Drake just like, this man has a flesh-eating virus.
Yeah, so they're doing this gag where like Josh is pretending to have some sort of virus
or bacteria or something.
Yeah, and flesh eating. Everybody's screaming, running away.
Yeah,
guards leave too.
Like, all right, time to go see Oprah.
Yeah, they think they fucking won the day.
Which
Nope.
If he had sprinted in there, he would have been fine.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't have found him.
Because Drake could have been like, he went that way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
No. They spotted him, the hazmat team.
Yeah. And he just keeps saying, I'm feeling better.
Yeah, they grab him. He's like, no, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine. And he's like, Drake.
It's kind of reminded me
the
of
classic
Drake
or whatever.
It reminds me of like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. When they're like doing the Bring Out Your Dead thing, and the guy's like, I'm not dead. No. I feel happy. And then they just club him over the head.
Oh, that's great.
Great movie. You guys should go see that movie if you haven't seen it.
Classic.
Have you seen it?
Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
damn it. Yeah. The classic coconuts.
But that's also because they actually couldn't afford the horses.
Yeah, but it's also like the best gag.
It's the best gag. So yeah, Josh gets pulled off to go to a chemical bath. Drake eats some mashed potatoes and goes home.
Yeah, he steals Oprah's mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and then leaves. Cut back to the house. Drake's playing his bongos and breaks them.
Yeah.
Looking for duct tape, and Josh comes walking in.
He's in a hospital gown, and he's all like splotchy and red. Yeah. He's all fucked up, and he's pissed. And then him and Drake have a conversation. I forget about what, but he eventually rips his bongos apart.
How painful the chemical bath was, and the fact that he left him.
Yeah.
And ruined his birthday twice.
That does suck.
Yeah, Drake's a really bad brother.
Yeah, so they're pretty pissed at each other. But then he rips apart the bongos and walks out of the room. Leaves.
And Drake's...
Oh, he asked for... He's like, can you bring me the hot glue gun?
He's like, not really. That was so good.
That was a pretty good part.
Cut to the premiere.
Oh, yeah. And Josh runs in. He runs in and he's like, Helen, what does he say? Like
the butter tubes need unclogging or something like that.
And then behind him you can see like Josh balloons, and she's like, no, they're fine, they're not clogged or whatever. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Why did you call me then?
And everybody says surprise. Happy days.
Drake threw him another party, which Mindy's not at.
Yeah, Mindy's nowhere to be seen.
Mindy, on Josh's birthday, Mindy is nowhere to be found.
Which seems unlikely.
She's either got to be like out of town. Some lit up over there. She's either got to be out of town or not together anymore.
Well, they're still together because that's
a later episode where they're still together.
Stuff happens, yeah. Stuff happens at the future.
They've been dating for a long time with her not being around very much.
They have been at this point, yeah.
Which maybe Josh has learned to keep his dating life and his Drake life separate, which good for him.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's really good for him. That's healthy.
But like one of the funny lines also was when he was saying,
it's his fucking birthday and his girlfriend's doing nothing.
He was like, this party is for me this time, right?
Yeah, that was great. Which is a fair question if Mindy's not there.
That is a good question. I mean, there was Josh balloons.
Then again, Drake threw the party, and Drake hates Mindy, so I wouldn't be surprised if Drake just didn't invite Mindy on purpose.
Yeah, but he also understands that she's his
They literally
girlfriend.
had a conversation about how
we saw it in the clip show.
That's like, I don't like her, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't date her. And it's like, fair. So they still hate each other, but...
Yeah, but that's a really nice sentiment.
It's still a nice sentiment, but I appreciate the fact that he still hates her. But also, get over it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the episode. The after credit sequence is Megan not being able to take Toby anymore.
And then kills him.
And sledgehammering him.
That poor dog. I was fully expecting it to bark again while she was about to fall asleep.
Yeah. It did like die. It did like a...
And it's kind of like a Furby. How like they never stopped.
Oh yeah,
people like there was those stories about people literally chucking him out of like third-story windows.
Really?
And then hearing him out in the yard in the middle of the night, like still going on.
Those things are weird.
They're fucking possessed.
My sister had some of those.
They're cursed. Like the It Clockman episode.
Yeah, that is a cursed episode. So what do you rate this out of 10 koalas?
4.5.
Damn.
Nah, 5. I'm gonna give it a 5. It was okay. It was like I don't know what I gave any of the other episodes. Yeah. So it's like, but I know what I gave the last two, and this was still not as funny as those. So 5.
Yeah, I think I'll give this one a A 5.5 out of 10.
Wow.
So we average at a 5.25.
My rating is very much emotion based because I started out like really high and have gone really low.
Yeah.
And you've surpassed me somehow.
I've been staying pretty neutral, I think. So who do we want to shout out? Who do we got? Who do you got on the list?
Full cast.
Didn't have the full cast of who we got.
Tabitha.
Oh, who played Oprah?
Summer Bilishi. Oprah?
Oh, no,
Oprah fan. No one. Well, they never showed her face, so
uncredited, probably just a stunt double.
yeah, just some sort
Well,
of.
let's go to stunts. Who's got the stunts? Can't really. Oh, Foley artist. That's cool. Tim
Chilton.
Chilton.
Tim Chilton. Good job.
Oh, there's stunt driver Sean Crowder.
Good job.
Stunt double Oprah Winfrey. There we go. Petra Sprecher.
Good job, Petra.
Petra Sprecher and Sean Crowder are really working hard. There's a lot of fucking credits
John
in this episode.
Guys.
Why are the credits so varied? There's a million. What
does that say? Edges.
Come and jizz. Is that what you just said, Trevor?
No. I'm trying to name one of the grips. John.
Why don't you just pick a different grip?
Cole Chetney.
There we go. Cole motherfucking Chetney.
Good job. You too, John.
And the original casting, Harriet Greenspan. Good job. You did a great job with casting. That's probably all these shout-outs we need. There is a fuckload of credit.
We got special thanks on
Leanne.
here.
Special credit.
Kima, why did I pick that to try and read? I can't read normal
Say
names.
Say it again.
Zargahami.
There we go. Siam Origami.
It's not even close.
No, it's Zygami.
Even an O in there.
But that's pretty much the episode.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was pretty fun.
The episodes afterwards will be a lot better.
I hope.
From what I remember. So I'm looking forward to those. Still looking forward to season 4, the rest of it a lot. I can't imagine we're going to have another in this batch. So hopefully there's not a big enough, hopefully there's not a huge gap. But
it'll probably be fine.
But thanks for listening, guys. And I've been Jacob.
And I've been Trevor.
And go watch some Drake and Josh.